Hello everybody and welcome to today's video. That's right, my name's Chad. I'm the creator of Charleston Car videos here on YouTube and also the creator on Facebook of Charleston Cars for Sale. Man, you know, 2018's been a wild year, but it's been a wild ride and it's been a great year for the online presence with myself and the vehicles that I film. Now with that being said, I am doing the best I can, folks, to make sure you get a great deal on a pre-owned car going into 2019 this year. So what I've done, folks, is I've came to work here at the Auto Buy Center located in Ravenel, South Carolina. It's about 15 minutes south down Savannah Highway past the Citadel Malls, okay? Not a very far drive to go to come out here and buy a cash car from us. Now today's video is about this beautiful 2007 Chevy Tahoe LT. Now let me tell you a little bit about it. You're gonna see a video pop up on the screen right now of the vehicle, but let's go ahead and talk about this car, right? The Chevy Tahoe. Man, Chevrolet runs deep, as they say. Well, let's tell you how many miles were on this vehicle before we get to the price. 2007 Chevy Tahoe with the blacked out wheels. This one has, believe it or not, 256,000 miles. Almost 257,000 miles. We got 256,440 exact on the odometer. Now this one does come equipped with the legendary 5.3 liter V8. Most Chevrolet trucks and SUVs are going to have that 5.3 liter V8, and that was a great motor for these vehicles, and they make a lot of parts for them as well. So if something goes wrong with your Chevrolet, you can guarantee you can find some parts for a 5.3 liter V8. All right, now here, let's get to the price, and then we're gonna actually take a look at the car and go out for a ride and see how it drives. The Chevy Tahoe with 250,000 miles on it is being sold for $5,750, so $5,750 cash. You know, a lot of y'all will message and ask, can you get financing and what the down payment is? Well, a lot of times when you say, what's the down payment? I will tell you this right here. Well, the down payment depends on your credit, and that's absolutely the truth. You know, a lot of people may not message me back after I tell them that, but let me explain something to you folks. Credit really does depend on your down payment, because here's the thing, folks, if you want to get a loan from the bank on an older vehicle and you got horrible credit or bad credit, or maybe you didn't pay any of your bills on time, or maybe you just don't have any credit, right, because you're young, and that's okay, but down payment plays a big role. So the more money you can put down, whether it's $1,000, $1,500, or $2,000, is going to be a big help, because that's going to show the bank, the lender, that you are dedicated to putting money out of your pocket. You're dedicated to take a risk of your own and put some cash down on it. So that's why that down payment is important if your credit is not that great. A lot of people ask what's the down payment because they think we are a buy here, pay here, on-lot financing type dealership. Well, that's not the case here at the Auto Buy Center, folks. We sell cars cash, and if you can get your own loan, or if we can fax down your information to a lender, we'll get you approved for a loan. You can come on in and buy it. But we do not accept monthly payments here at our dealership currently today in December 2018. If it happens in the future, it happens in the future, but right now it's cash, certified check. We will not take your money on a debit card, a credit card, or anything like that. You can go get money orders, whatever, but we need the money before you take the car home. All right, everybody, with that being said, if you're still interested and you want to buy it, let's take a little more look. All right, everybody, so you watched the first part of the video. Now we're going to get right to the meat and potatoes of this film. We're going to quickly walk around the car, just take a quick brief look at the outside. I'm going to let you know the dents, stings, scratches, imperfections that the car has. Then we're going to hop in, take a look at the interior, and then we're going to roll out on the highway and see how this 5.38 liter V8 handles and drives all these years later. Again, I'm going to be as transparent as possible, folks. Make sure you get the most information possible. I'll let you know the good things, the bad things, and everything about this car that I know today. Stay with us. All right, everybody, so as I was just walking around looking at the vehicle before I hit the record button on my camera, I noticed a few things on the vehicle. So I'm gonna go ahead and start right now at the front and show you what's going on. You know, pretty much front end of the truck, Tahoe here is in good shape. No major dent, stings, or anything like that going on. We do got a little bit of chippage going on right here with that chrome on the grill, but other than that, that's pretty minor, not too big of a deal. Headlights look good, nice and clean, so that's a plus. It does have a pretty decent set of tires all the way around on the vehicle. As you can see, we got a ton of tread on the tires right there, and then we got the blacked out alloy wheels. They give it kind of a police vehicle type of look, doesn't it? Yeah, it's different. I like it. I really don't mind the black wheels in here. Now, the black wheels are not for everybody, and you may be watching right now and maybe thinking about buying this vehicle, and you said, you know what? I don't want to buy it because I don't like black wheels. Well, just let me know that, okay? If you really are serious about buying this vehicle from me and you live in Charleston or somewhere nearby, don't think I won't take this vehicle, put it in that shop right there, and we'll sand them wheels down and tape those tires off, and we'll respray them silver for you or whatever the hell color you want, okay? I'll paint them yellow if you want yellow wheels. But don't worry about that, because it looks like to me that somebody possibly did the same thing themselves. You know, those wheels obviously were silver at one point. You can even see the silver right there on the edge where they taped it off at, and then someone just sprayed them or spray painted them black or something like that. The reason that one is so much more shinier than some of the other ones is because the detail guy last night put tire shine on the tires, and hell, he just wiped damn tire shine on the rim as well. That will make it a little tough to repaint, because all that tire shine on there is going to make the paint fisheye and all, so you really going to have to sand down and clean that wheel really good before actually painting it. But anyways, if you just want to leave them black or swap out and get some different rims at some point later down the road. But the tires are in great shape. I'd probably keep the tires on here when they wear out and get a new set of rims, new set of tires, and go at it. The body of the vehicle's in good shape though. It's really not that bad. White's a good color that covers up scratches and things like that. Like, you'd be hard to tell, but I see scratches right now on the side of the vehicle. Right here, scratch there, one right there. But a little tough to see due to being white, okay? So white's a great color to cover up those things. You know, little scratches on the bumper, whatever. Now, obviously, at the back of the vehicle, at some point, somebody was probably towing something at a boat landing or whatnot, and they probably went the wrong way, or something was off on the tow hitch, and it hit right here. And you can see that. I mean, it really dented that thing in pretty good right there, and even right here. I mean, you can tell it's a square. So obviously, somebody didn't know what they were doing. They might have had one too many beers while they're on the water, or who knows what happened. But I can guarantee that is something to do with backing the vehicle up trying to tow something, and they missed it completely, or it was too high. And God, Ray, how would you not know that, right? But it happens. Shit happens in life, as you know. Anyways, you do got backup sensors. They spray painted the Chevy logo here. It does have power tailgate, still works just great. There's third row seats in the back of the Tahoe. One thing I like about this Tahoe compared to some of the other ones out there is it has captain row seating right throughout here, okay? So people really do love captain row seats instead of one big bench seat back there. So you got the captain rows, you got the third rows, and the seats are in great shape. I mean, just take a look at them. The leather's nice and clean, no rips, no tears on any of the seats in the back or in the middle. And I'm gonna go take a look at the fronts here in just a moment. If you need more storage space, you can lay the seats down or just completely remove them and take them out the car completely and throw them in your garage or storage or whatever. Okay, so you got the option to get rid of the third rows if you don't need third row seats. Definitely takes gasoline, not diesel, and it's not a hybrid. We got a GMC hybrid Yukon out here right now, and that thing has been hard as heck to sell. Nobody seems to want a GMC Yukon hybrid with 210,000 miles on it that's going to need battery replacement in the next couple thousand miles or whatnot. Third row, or the second row seats are in great shape, as you can see there. Again, very, very clean. The carpets do definitely got some stainage going on. It looks like somebody sat right there and took a dump right in the middle, and our detail guy did the best he could last night on cleaning it up. But you know, this needs to be cleaned off right there. You know, it's not perfect. It's still a little dirty in here. Maybe we need to have him revisit this car and clean it again. We really need a shampooing machine to get in here and clean this kind of stuff up, because my God, after I look at it on my camera screen, that looks horrible. But hey, it is a used car. It's got over 250,000 miles on it. It's 2007. You're going to see some scratches. You're going to see some dent stains. You're going to see some poop stains on the floor. It's just inevitable. You know, you may own a car and say, well, I'd never have my son sit back there and take a dump on the floor. But, you know, it happens, folks. You never know. The dog could have got back there, ate a Hershey bar, and got diarrhea, and bow, there you go. So anyways, we're just having a little fun, though. It doesn't smell bad inside the car, that's for sure. You do got a sunroof up top for them Carolina skies. The front seat is probably the worst seat out of all of them. All the seats in here are great, except this one right here has definitely got its wear and tear. No major tears or rips in the seat, but you can see the leather is cracking. It's getting old. It's getting those varicose veins, you know. Some of y'all guys, some of y'all older girls out there got them varicose veins, you know. You get it right here in the leather. It happens on people too, okay? But other than that, you can still sit on that seat and be nice and comfy. You do got power seat, all that. You got lumbar support. Now here's the thing, I'm going to show you a few things real quickly before we get out on the test drive. This vehicle here has been probably had a lot more city miles on it than highway miles. Now how do I know that, right? Well, I'm going to show you right now. So when you go to a used car store, if you're watching and you live in Texas or Orlando or wherever you live at right now, you're going to be able to watch my video and say, you know what, I'm going to go look at used cars. And I remember Chad telling me this is how you can tell if a car's got city versus highway, right? Let's go ahead and have a look. Right here, look at the wear down on that carpet. Somebody's heel of their shoe has worn that carpet down so much it has gotten down to the actual metal of the chassis of the vehicle, okay? And it's worn, boy. So somebody's heel did that. This right here is another indication versus city versus highway. Right there, look at that pedal, folks. You can see the metal starting to come right on out of there on that brake pedal. That pedal over there, the throttle or whatnot, is never going to be worn out as much as a brake pedal because it just doesn't happen that way. So that's going to tell you that's a lot of city driving on the highways, going, stopping, starting, stoplights, hitting the brakes a whole lot, and all that kind of thing. So that's a very important thing to pay attention to. Also, the steering wheel. This is another indication this car has got more highway than city. Look at the steering wheel. Look how worn out it is. It's ripped right up here with that leather, okay? You know, if you're driving on the interstates, on the highways, you're usually holding right here or holding right down there, and it's not a whole lot of moving around and churning and all that so much. It's not a lot of braking and all that going on down there. You're on the interstate, you're cruising, okay? Then you get into the little town or little city area, you pull in, you stop at a light, then you get to work, okay? Then you park the car. But somebody's driving like a police officer all over the roads all the time, this is going to happen. That's going to happen right there. Okay, another indication, this is the perfect vehicle to do it in, to show y'all, and I'm actually going to probably make a separate video about this today, but look at this right here. Look how frayed up that is right there. Take a look at that, okay? Somebody literally has wore this Tahoe slap out. I mean, this is constantly coming in. I mean, hey, at least they wore their seatbelt. They definitely want to be safe, but that's a lot of wear and tear on that seatbelt. Wrap it up around that tummy or that belt or whatever's going on, and that's a great indication. This car right here, I know it. I know it. This is city miles more than highway, and this is another spot here that's starting to rip up a little bit, which says that the vehicle, a lot of in and out movement going on right up in here, and my God, a lot of movement going on right up in there on those buttons. All right, everybody, let's go ahead and get in the vehicle, take it out for a ride. Okay, so now here's the other thing, folks. I'm gonna tell you, because I am a salesman now, you need to remember that. I sell cars. That's what I do. So, of course, at the end of the day, I still want to be able to sell this Tahoe at some point so I can make a living for my family, okay? I wouldn't be out here hanging out all day long just making videos if I wasn't here trying to sell cars and make a living. I don't make a dime being here today and not selling a car. You understand what I'm saying? They don't pay me some kind of $200 or $300 or $2,000 a month just to hang out and advertise and do videos. That would be great. A lot of dealerships have done that with me many a times. But these people here, they're not doing that. They are letting me do what I got to do to sell cars, and that's how I make a living. And it really is a good test to see if doing what I'm doing again is working, okay? You know, I tell the story of how back in the day in 2008 when the recession hit, this video thing is what saved me in the car business and got me to the next level of making money and then going out there and start my own business being a video car salesman, okay? But now today I'm back in it again, and I'm kind of getting, 10 years later, I'm getting a little taste and seeing if what I really do does actually help a car dealership. And I'm learning. Yeah, I believe it does. They've definitely probably doubled in their sales, or maybe not doubled, but they have definitely increased in sales here since I've came on board. Now the guys that own the store, they may not tell me that. They may not say, Chad, you know, I really have noticed a difference in sales since you've been here, but I've had some other people tell me that, and it's helping them out. So it's good to know, you know, because again, I'm not gonna be here forever, folks. This is what I'm doing right now, but eventually I'm gonna get back to my bare roots of being a video guy and being a YouTuber, and that's what I'm hoping for. And I'm gonna enjoy the ride while I'm here, while I'm at it. All right, so anyways, a little bit off of me. Let's get back to this car here. Now the city miles. Why is it that a car with city miles may be one you just don't want to buy, right? Well, here's the main thing. You know, other than the cosmetic wear and tear going on the pedals and all that kind of thing, I mean, that's not such a big deal, right? You can put new mats down there and all that. The pedals being worn out aren't going to stop you from hitting the brakes or hitting the gas. Well, it doesn't look like I'm going anywhere. There's a bunch of cars and trucks all up in my joint. But what it really is the engine, okay? It's the transmission on any vehicle. And a transmission is made to help you shift gears. And if it's been worn out in the city, you can guarantee at some point that transmission is going to start having some issues. So that's what we're trying to pay attention to, is the transmission on a vehicle with 250,000 miles that's been driven hard in the city. And this one definitely has been driven hard. I've seen city mileage cars before that aren't as bad as this, but this has definitely got its wear and tear, and somebody drove it all the freaking time. And that's okay. That's what vehicles are meant to do, right? I mean, aren't you meant to drive them and test them out? Sure. But anyways, we want to make sure that the city miles and the transmission all rolled in together, and the vehicle drives out okay. So let's go ahead and hit the road. But before we do, I'm going to put my seatbelt on. Let's scoot on down the highway here. All right, everybody, seatbelts on, cars in gear. Roll down the windows so we can hear the engine and all, and let's boogie on out of here and see how she goes. So we got a check engine light on, we got a traction control VSA looking kind of light on right now on the dash. Shifted pretty smoothly there out of first into second and third. Not too bad. The steering on the vehicle seems a little, there's a lot of play going on right now. And what I mean by that is like, well, the alignment's great. Look at that. We're going in a nice straight line right now. But it definitely, I guess we're okay. It's been a while since I've been in a Tahoe. Maybe this is how a Tahoe rides. I'm gonna take that back for a minute. I think the steering is just fine. We're gonna test it out back here on a road in a minute and see how turning is. But again, I'm really kind of testing right now to see how the transmission is on this Tahoe. Well, I mean, I mashed the gas down. That little booger just got up and rolled. I mean, it didn't roll too fast. It did not like a car with 300 or 400 horsepower fast, but it did do what it was supposed to do, and it accelerated. So that's feeling good so far. But let's really see how it goes right up in here. Let's see how she is, you know, cruising through the neighborhood, just normal shifting. All right, just shifted. Okay, doing good. So right now she's doing pretty good. Let's go down this way. Good. I tell you, man, Chevy runs deep. Let's go ahead and check out turning radius and reverse and all that. This power steering feels great. Don't have any problems there. The oil light just popped on, so we got that going on. Now we have 3 different lights on check engine, oil light, and traction control light. And I'll be damned, another light just came on for airbags. Oil pressure low, stop engine. Okay. All right, this isn't good. Now, the car, this Tahoe's been at our store for a couple weeks now, and they finally got it cleaned up yesterday and all that, and they pulled it up front today. So, you know, it's ready to go on the front lot and sell. You know, the mechanics already looked at it, they cleaned it, so I'm assuming everything's all right. And that's why I'm filming it, test driving it, and seeing what it's gonna do. Let's see how it rides down this road here. And there goes that oil light again. Suspension feels good. What we're gonna do right now, guys, we're gonna hightail it back on down to that dealership. So we're back at the store. What I was saying, if you're going to put your time and efforts into buying a car, you need to be able to take some time to actually watch the video. You know, I want you to be informed about the car, and I want to make sure you know all about it before you buy it. So I really do think, you know, again, if you are going to put $5,000 or $6,000 out of your pocket to buy this Chevy Tahoe, you need to have the information about it to make an informed decision. Because I don't want you coming back and saying, you know what, Mr. Chad sold me a bad car. Auto Buy Center sold me a bad car. I don't want that happening. I really don't. I want you to know about it so you can say, you know what? I bought a car. I knew what was wrong with it. Now I need to take my money that I've been working to get and fix the car. It's not the dealership's fault. It's not Chad's fault or anybody else's fault. You know, you bought the car, you signed the paperwork, you knew what was going on with it. You made a decision that night or that day when sitting in the office with me, and you said, you know what, I'm gonna buy it. I'm either gonna get a warranty on it or not get a warranty on it. And I know it's an older vehicle with high mileage, and cars do break. And I will get it fixed when that time happens. That's the kind of decision you gotta make. Anyways, I'm gonna take care of you folks. There may be other salespeople here at the store that may not tell you the situations with the vehicles. That's why I say please ask for me when you come to the store. If you've taken the time to watch a video from me or message with me online, please ask for me. So again, we want to make sure you're taken care of at the Auto Buy Center, and that's why the guys brought me in here to make sure customers know about the cars. That's why I'm filming them, and that's why I'm selling them. All right, everybody, have a great day. As you know, it's still got some issues going on. I'm gonna talk with the technician back there, let him know. When I was pulling in the parking lot just a few minutes ago with the Chevy Tahoe, it kind of, when I was churning right here, it didn't make a sound, but it kind of like something happened, like it slowed down, and I felt something. I don't know if the tire was rubbing on something in the fender or what, but the car definitely needs to be back in the shop and get looked at by the mechanic. And I'm sure the mechanic back there knows what's going on, why the oil pressure is low, but we need to get it looked at and then possibly put it back up on the front lot to sell. Or maybe we're just gonna sell it like this and it'll be just as is car out here on the lot, just like all the other ones. Anyways, have a great day, everybody. Like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you thought about the 2007 Chevy Tahoe, and happy holidays.